Yeah, there's one there.
They have a very strong signal in here.
Well, it should be perfect here. Yeah, it's really nice here today. I thought we'd come out and see if we do a bit more of a broadcast. Tried earlier on, but I ran out of signal. Yep, he's got a lot to do. It should be enough here to keep him occupied for a while.
Apparently we need to close the access in the evening of this field because of dawn.
Yes. It's possible for Dom to get himself stuck. He got stuck in the fence, in the neighbour's fence a couple of days ago. Does it ever rain here? Yes, it does. These days,
300 days per year.
it's normally raining here, to be honest. This weather is exceptional. We wait all year to get some weather like this. That's why it's so green, because normally it's very well watered.
Normally it's me complaining about the weather. Almost every day.
Wales is well known for being rainy. Let's go and see Dom. Hello, Dom. Right, mister.
No hidden biscuits down. Take it close up to this wool, so how woolly it is.
It's very woolly, except for this bit here. The bit came off. You can see his wool is very deep.
Yeah, you can see right here where the layer of the wool goes. And it still takes quite a few centimeters before you can reach. There's a Raki over there.
Yeah, but I'm right close to it, it'll be fine. Yes, they are curious. That's how Dom got himself stuck. Because over there on the other side of the field there's a fence and a bank, and he tumbled down the bank and got his little leg stuck in the fence. We had to come and rescue him. But yes, I can hear them barking, and they quite often stand and look over there. Everybody's in grass mode now. They tend to go by modes, don't they? They'll go by
Cattle mode.
dozing mode, cudding mode. At least these three are in grass mode. They're definitely grazing. Right, Lucky. And we've got three more over there who are in nap mode. There's none of them that are purebred. Those two over there are both half Herdwick, even though they look quite different in their wool. The faces are fairly similar, really.
Well, Dom definitely looks the more
Yeah, Dom looks the most Herdwick. Herdwicks tend to have, when they're young anyway, they have a dark brown body or dark grey body and a white face. And Dom looks most like that.
Gina spine.
Yeah.
He looks really the classic Herdwick.
But Buster's from the same flock. He's 5 weeks younger, and he's half Herdwick, but doesn't look anywhere near as Herdwick as Dom does.
But he's got that type of swollen body.
Even his fur is a bit different. He's got this curly fur, and it's softer.
Super soft.
It's not as coarse as the normal Herdwick fur.
Yeah, I guess this should be interesting to spin because it's so incredibly soft. I mean, it should be all excellent. Oh, well, we don't know.
And he's the only one who's got any horns. A bit asymmetric, but he's got a pair. And the rest, I think, are pretty much a mixture. I don't think anybody's purebred. I mean,
The only one where we know a little
Brambles is Blue Domain, half Blue Domain.
bit how something else. But I had the impression that there was a bit of experimentation going here around with people trying to create new breed of sheep. That's why there are so many made.
I don't know. Maybe.
I remember from what Brian was saying once we was talking about. I think they're trying to create some new breeds. That was a big bar.
I think that's the same one that was going up and down earlier on that I recorded, buying for its lamb.
Is that black sheep?
I didn't see the colour of it, I just heard this very distinctive bar going up and down the fence, and then heard a lamb answering. Yeah, that's the same one I heard. Yes, pandas. So he's a panda's half panda, half sheep. He's certainly mostly fluff at the moment. He's a very, very fluffy boy indeed. Skippy's gone into grass mode.
Sometimes I notice they stop here close to those small moles because they actually eat a little bit of soil or little rocks. I've seen them doing it a few times. Maybe it's for the digestion.
He says we should do a VR version of Hover Bobber. That'd be quite fun.
Yeah, that's definitely one game you should be able to do pretty well in VR.
Yeah, sheep are very relaxing to be around. You can't really feel too stressed
Except
out when you're
the
around
only
the sheep.
exception is when they start knocking each other. You are in the middle.
Hello, Lucky. He's like, what are you watching me for? Well, where am I from? Originally, I'm English, but I live in Wales now.
You could say you're almost Welsh by adoption.
Well, I've lived in Wales longer than I lived in England now, so I think that's Welsh by osmosis.
I'm semi-Welsh by osmosis. He is Welsh.
Oh yes, all the boys are Welsh. Hello, Dom.
You get tangled in your sport even trying to switch him.
Yeah, nobody's butting right now. They're all chilled out, although they have been butting. If you examine the top of Bramble's head, there's a little spot there where he's injured himself slightly. Now they're in quite a calm mood. Yeah, so that will grow back. A little patch on his back. He'll be sheared soon anyway, so it'll all come off and then it'll all grow back evenly. His brambles. You can see a little bit on his head.
So now we have to try to do brambles again.
From his boxing injury.
I want to say, in case anyone gets noticed this, this is no longer visible. It's not blood, it's the anti-fly medicine.
Oh yeah, yeah. Put some anti-fly strike stuff on them. You think that patch probably started where the donkey nipped him, and then as a bit of his back was exposed, he probably started scritching himself there, which extended it a bit. But no, it's not. It doesn't indicate any kind of underlying disease or anything. It'll all come back when he's had his wool off.
No, also it would be affecting all the wool of the point, not just the patch. Pasta is a bit more independent. He likes to graze by himself.
Right, Buster. Oh. That's going to stick in your wool. Maybe he's a bit anxious because I'm wearing a hat.
Yeah, or well, seeing that we are not doing the usual stuff like giving him spiritual biscuits, just wondering what we are doing with the thing.
Generally he's fine, but they're a bit sensitive to if you're wearing different clothes.
Put the stick out.
Sticky bit more. He's like, I'm busy, I'm grazing.
Yeah, we have to take advantage now because in a few hours we'll have to cross this field again.
There's still plenty of grass in the other field. It's
Yeah.
just, I like it here, grass is long.
Probably will use a bit of sleep in here, but we can't risk it again. And you can show us from point of station. It's actually useful to see it.
And keep your wool tidy.
I'm glad that job that we done did work very well.
Yes. The donkey through there. The ears. We tend to just give the fleeces away really to whoever wants them because they're not really worth a lot. So if somebody wants a fleece to spin, we're happy to give them a fleece. But otherwise, yeah, they just don't get used, which is a shame because the wool is lovely. And yeah, they definitely prefer McVitie's digestive.
Oh yeah, yeah.
In
Some ways I can tell the difference immediately.
I mean, Buster's fine. Buster's a dustbin. He'll eat anything really. But some of the others are a bit more sensitive to the brand of biscuits you're using. Apparently in London, in Fortnum and Mason's, they sell very posh digestive biscuits at about like 12 quid a tin. And next time we go to London, I'm going to get some. I'm going to bring them back. I'm going to see if the sheep like them. That's our Wi-Fi stuff up the tree there. That's how we're able to do this stuff out in the field because we've got no mobile signal here at all. We're in like a mobile shadow here. I've seen a map of the area mapped out with signal strength, and it's literally the 2 blocks that pretty much cover my entire land where there's no signal at all.
In fact, thankfully we have used the Wi-Fi tethering inside, otherwise we wouldn't get any signal.
Yeah, and the only way you can really use a mobile phone is if you've got Wi-Fi calling enabled here. Buster's like, why are you bothering me? I'm trying to eat my grass. There's a tree that came down in the storm a few weeks ago.
I have to get one of those big hand saw.
I'll get the chainsaw out and get the smaller bits off.
When you come back, we start doing a bit of the job.
Yeah.
Maybe not using for the winter.
Oh yeah, might as well burn it. Not doing anything else, is it?
As we say, at least the beast ate them. It's a nice wood for somewhere.
See if we can see next door sheep. Maybe we'll manage it and still stay in range. As long as we've got a good line of sight, we should be alright.
Yeah, as long as you don't go into close to the gate, you should be alright. I remember the gate even are down there.
Yeah, you get a bit tenuous right down the bottom, but you can get there.
Yeah, you can see still the effect of Madam.
Next door sheep with their lambs.
Okay, here we should be in line of sight.
Yeah, that's
Over
fine.
there.
Yeah. Tom's had enough. Probably cutting time for him now, I should think.
Oh, everyone can see how busy our sheep are.
I've only walked around the field a couple of times. Hello, Buster.
He's still wondering what we are doing.
First, I wondered about my hat.
He's a bit nervous. He doesn't understand what's going on.
If I take my hat off, then I'm showing it's just me.
It's okay, that's taking the video.
Somebody said they want a video of them being sheared, but
No, it's
I
not
don't
very-
really like it because it's when the sheep are the most distressed. Really, they really don't like the process. And I don't like to show them when they're not having a good time. I'm happy to show them afterwards when they're all happy to get rid of their fleece.
Now the process by itself is a bit chaotic, and
It involves
yeah,
a lot
the
of
sheep don't like it.
the sheep being restrained and upset, which is
Also, it's a bit dangerous as well. It has to be done with great care.
Buster. What's this horn? Well, I'm kind of, yeah. I mean, it's nice to be at the end of iRobot. I think we're both happy to be out of it now, and we're proud of it. But we've been working on it a long time.
We're working on a little bit.
I've got to get the lights set up for next time for the new game. I've already got some ideas as to what I want to be doing. But I probably won't start any of that now until I get back from the little trip with my brothers, which I'm going on next week.
I'll get a little bit look at things here and there, try to see what point we are and what's organised for next. I might have to start with a look into the historical audio.
Yeah. But yes, we're going to ease into the next thing. There's no tearing rush really. I don't think Atari mind sort of how long we take, and we haven't even signed the next contract yet, so we're not on the clock yet.
No, but
you know,
start experimenting with some ideas.
We never really fully stop.
Well, if you want to, we can start to work 24 hours.
Yeah. But it's nice to be pretty much out of the deadlines now and the things out there. And
yes, especially after all those testing.
Yeah.
At least a week is necessary.
Going through 6 different kinds of cert all at once was a little bit stressful. But yes, it's just nice to get some weather here as well.
Finally, a little bit of warm, a little bit of dry. Enough of mud and rain and grey and cold.
Well, I don't mind if it rains while I'm down in Spain,
Fuck.
as long as it gets nice again when we get back.
The rain's in Spain, falling rain.
Yeah, I'll probably get down there, it'll be pissing down the whole time. Right, anyway, I suppose I'd better finish off. It's been going for...
Another cup of tea.
Yes, time for tea. It's always time for tea here. So I'll say goodbye for now. I'm sure at some point we'll do another one of these when the weather's nice.
Tomorrow maybe.
So before you go, was it fun porting to the VCS?
Well, as I say, the VCS by itself is a cute, nice machine. There is nothing wrong with that. To port it, let's say, let's call it the development system is. Let's put it that it's not as bad as working. I try to work with Android Studio, so I can still work with Visual Studio. It's a bit of a pain in the ass, but I can still work with Visual Studio, and everything goes and it works.
Well, you still brought it up in a few days. You weren't that long bringing it up, were you?
Because of my perfection of the software. I had to read all the libraries. No, but the machine does what it does. I mean, it's not a bad thing. I mean, cute little thing.
Right, anyway, well, it's goodbye from us and goodbye from them, and we'll see you again on another day.